So, good afternoon, Ma'am Cortez. We are the Group 5, and our chosen video for this presentation is entitled The Job Interview Good Example Copy. So, the chosen video is almost 14 minutes long, in which we will not have enough time to show everyone the clips. So, our group will just be discussing everything we could learn from the video. So, hello again, everyone. I am Clea Jane Y. Sabino, and I'm here to discuss the self-analysis questions present in the video. So, self-analysis questions in job interviews are specifically designed to help review the interviewee's job performance in the past and to be able to identify discrepancies. So, next slide, please. Next slide. So, the questions listed below are the self-analysis questions asked by the interviewer. So, the first question asked was, tell me about yourself. So, questions like this seek to assess how confident the interviewees are about themselves, and in return, it gives the interviewer a view how new hires might present themselves to potential clients and colleagues if they ever get the job. And second is, how did you hear about the job and what else do you know about the company? So these two questions were subsequently asked by the interviewer. These types of questions lets the interviewer know whether the person applying is fit for the company and whether he or she would know what the company will need from an outside perspective. Next question is, why do you want this certain position within our customer service department? So, why do you want this role is frequently asked in other companies as well, but just to make it specific for the video chosen, because this company that the guy is applying to is mainly focused on customer services and etc. So, this question is just simply to assess whether the person really wants the job offer and if he or she is a good fit for the company. And in this case, the applicant answered politely, having a lot of knowledge regarding the company he is applying to. And next question will be, why do you think our company should hire you? So this question is that is to assess whether the applicant have the skills and experience to deliver the task for the job he or she is applying for. And then next is, since the interviewee is currently pursuing a master's degree, he was asked this question. So, how would you react when you were offered this position in the company, and how would you react when you also get a position in this field of work? So, this is to determine how an individual would act and how will they behave in certain circumstances, such as simple passing the interview and being offered with a job. So, next slide, please. So another question asked about was his greatest professional strength as well as his weaknesses. So these questions are the most famous question asked in a job interview, but a difficult question to answer. And to make sure that you are on the right track, you must remain calm and answer correctly and truthfully because this question specifically about your strengths provide an opportunity to show that you are the perfect match for the job and weaknesses, on the other hand, it lets the employers know whether you are self-aware or you have the capacity to identify the areas in your life that needs improvement. And next question is, he was asked to share a challenge or conflict in the workplace and how he overcome it, and and how he reacts when he is faced with difficulty. And as we all know, it's a normal thing for workplaces to have problems. So these questions are meant to let the employers know how you simply approach conflicts. And your responses will provide an insight into your personality and it will indicate how likely you are to function well within a team. And the applicant showed how much respect he has for their boss decision because when faced with difficulty, he answered that he would just follow his boss and he would advocate for what he believes best at that moment. And next question asked is, where do you see yourself in 5 years, specifically in this company? So this question is asked to know about the future plans and your answer could be the basis into how well this job fits your overall career aspirations. And as for the interview in the video, he answered with enthusiasm and he impressed the interviewer with his answer. His answer having to do with growing their brand by developing a market that would allow him to interact with people within his teaching profession and using their that market as their target client base. So he did not only work hard, but he also used his passion as well for that. And next is, did you apply to in other companies as well? And if so, why? So the interviewee was also asked this question. And usually when interviewers ask this question, they're interested in the applicant because of his passion with outdoor students and customer service like that, things like that. And they become curious and they already think how much salary they should offer the applicant. So lastly, the self-analysis question was actually a cognitive behavioral question, and the interviewer asked how many tennis balls he could fit in a limousine, and this question does not necessarily need to be answered with exact number of how much tennis balls he could fit, and instead it was about how he would respond in a systematically and a logical way, which is what the applicant in the video did. So next, we will be presenting to you the 8 great impressions.
So I'm Alfonso Joaquin P. Flores, and I will discuss the first 4 great impressions. So in order to leave a great impression for the interviewer, first is that we need to show up on time. Being on time leaves an impression to the interviewer, which is being punctual and responsible, which also depicts that we value our time and we value the time of the interviewer. Even though it is not shown in the video, I assume that the applicant arrived on time since he is calm, composed, and collected. So for the second is dress the part. The interviewee is dressed informal, which is the proper attire for the job interview that he is applying in. He looked neat and clean because of his attire. And as you can see, even though his hair is long, it is properly tied, which helped his appearance look more presentable. He also represents professionalism because of his attire, which also matches the attire of the interviewer. And next is the bring only the essentials. In his interview, he's only holding his pen and resume. This shows that he is ready and prepared for the job interview. Also, this will benefit the interviewee since it is light and can focus more on the interview. Lastly, this also contributes to his presentation to himself. And number 4, be nice to the receptionist. The interviewee has respect and professionalism in his answers and the way he answers. And even though the video did not show his interaction with the receptionist, the way he interacts with the interviewer shows how he interacts with other person. The next 4 impressions will be discussed by Charles.
I am Charles Jr. Edi Castro, and I'll be presenting the next 4 great impressions in 8 great impressions. So for number 5, it's putting your phone away. So in the in the video, we saw that the interviewee respected the interviewer. And instead of scrolling through his phone, which he did not do, he think through his decisions of what he wanted to convey during this interview of his. So for the next one, the 6th, is having everything organized. It is to have a first good impression, and being neat. Being neat is always a plus because if you're neat and tidy when you go to the interview, you're gonna have a good time because the interviewer is gonna like you. And also, it's to be able to show the interviewer what they ask for. Like, if they ask for your CV or resume, you'll be able to give it in a fluid manner. So for the 7th one is making the first move. So don't be afraid to extend your hand like for your first introductory handshake because as we saw in the video, the interviewee um, held his hand first for the introductory handshake. This was a good sign because the interviewer will know that you are excited for this interview. Also, small first gestures can convey that you are ready and excited that you want this job. So for the last one and the 8th one is finding a connection. Making sure that you connect with the interviewer also leaves a great impression. Also, it does not have to be something big. It can be something small like in the video like how the interviewer asked the interviewee that why is he applying for the job? Something like that. So that's all. The next will be do and don'ts. Thank you.
Hello. So for the do's and don'ts, first for the do's, research about the company. So it is evident in the video that the applicant is well informed about the company, and he knows that the company has been running since the late 1930s and that it is one of the top 100 companies to work for. So it clearly shows that the applicant took time to research about the company he is applying for. So when applying for a company, it is essential for us to look into its background first, because not only will it give us more chances of getting accepted, but also making us familiar with the company we hope to work for. So next is know the job description. So the applicant knows that the job he's applying for involves customer service, which he is good at, and due to his background as a teacher, giving him an advantage when it comes to dealing with various kinds of personalities. So when applying for a job, you obviously need to know are your what are your expertise when applying. And next is give off positive energy with your body language. So in the video, we can see that the applicant gives off an impression of confidence in answering the questions by staying alert and keeping an eye contact with the interviewer. And next is be yourself. The applicant is very honest in answering the questions, especially about the reason for the career move and about his future plans. And next is come up with your own questions. So one thing that I noticed that the applicant did was he did not hesitate to ask the interviewer about the job and the company, which is a sensible move because it gives off the impression that he is really interested not just about the job but also about the company he's about to work for if he's hired. And next is follow up quickly. So in the video, we can see that the applicant immediately answers questions thrown at him, and he answers it back in a well organized and articulated manner. So the next do's and don'ts will be discussed by Mr. Aldrin.
So, continuing some of Mr. Agustin's points, another do's that I have noticed in the interview is that the interviewee was keeping an eye contact during the interview. So I kept on track on how the interview keeps direct eye contact when speaking to the interviewer. And keeping eye contact is important since it shows sincerity and integrity. And another do's that I have noticed is that the interviewee was holding a folder with his hand, and this keeps him from fidgeting and doing unnecessary movements. And that is a smart thing to do since it will keep you from being distracted and keeping your focus straight in the interview. And it also helps to make you more professional. Moving on with the one of the things that I have noticed is that the interviewee was sometimes talking too much, and I noticed that there were instances where the interviewee was being redundant with his answers and points that he was giving an offbeat life. Next is stutter. Although the stuttering was very minimal, and I'm just being nitpicky since it was really hard to see any don'ts in the interview. In my opinion, stuttering in interviews was a huge no-no and is a deal breaker for some companies since it shows that you are a hesitant person. Next is talking about other companies. Later in the video, the interviewee says that he wasn't even able to get an interview yet with another similar company that he was applying for, and he also compared the two. Although Miss Clea pointed out that when the interviewer asks this question, they're interested and they are speculating his possible salary. I think it is a bold move to do since some companies actually dislike it when you're aiming for a position in another company, especially a rival company. I mean, although it's realistic, it takes away credibility from wanting to really work for them, and it gives off a for better or worse situation. And lastly, looking bored. Although this may be the general demeanor of the interviewee, in my opinion, there are times when the interviewee lacks enthusiasm and energy during the interview. And those are the do's and don'ts that we have noticed in the interview. So we're going to continue with the FAQs, or frequently asked questions.
So for the frequently asked questions, since everyone here is already familiar with the definition of each category of the frequently asked questions, so we will just give the analysis of the interview for each category. So for the first one, about the self, the interviewee told the interviewer about himself, about where he graduated college, and if he's currently finishing his master's. He also said that he moved to a new place of living that became one of the reasons why he's applying for a job. For the next one, why this job or company? The interviewee chose the job in the customer service department of the company because he wants to make a career move that is available in his new place of living, and he wants to start from the basics of work in the company. He had an experience of being a teacher and public service that are suitable for the job in the customer service department of the company. For the next one, handling stress or challenges. With an experience of working as a teacher, which he referred to as one of the most stressed professionals in a workplace, is very familiar and has been used to the weight of workload that will surely give him stress. For the strengths, the interviewee's greatest professional strength is patience. We believe that patience allows him to listen to the difficulties of customers and may help them to overcome difficulties or problems about certain matters. So for the next part, it will be discussed by the next reporter.
In continuation for the frequently asked answered questions, his weaknesses is his compassion. This is a downside for him, not because it is a bad to show sympathy to others, but it can be misinterpreted by a lot of people. It can make him look easy as compassion breaks the boundaries between him and the customers. This weakness that he told is just an excessive positive feature of him. So the interviewer will see it as his advantage. But you should always be honest with yourself and the interviewer. For the future plans, his future plan is to develop a specific market to grow their brand, targeting the specific market base. So your aim for the future plan is to help the company grow and build more wider market. For the resolving conflicts, facing different types of personalities and behavior is his conflict. He believed that building a relationship between the customers is the greatest way to resolve it. Listening and patience can also be the answer to understand different types of people. Reason for living, his greatest goal is to help or to educate people, and customer service is like teaching for him. Giving knowledge and helping people is his goal right now. So even though there are opportunities in the educational field, he wouldn't leave it for a successful future with them. Interviewing with the company that you are interested in, you must not show any signs of leaving, even though there are big opportunities out there. Interviewing with the company that, I, so for the desired salary, there is no specific question regarding how much his desired salary is. The best way to answer desired salary or salary expectation on a job application is saying that it is negotiable, or if they prefer to you to answer the question, you should consider giving the range of your desired salary, not a specific one. That's all for the frequently answered questions.
So that concludes our reporting. And once again, we are in group 5. And this is our group report. Thank you for listening to us and watching our video. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.